Hey, howdy, y'all. Mr. Topio here. Back to do another recommendation kind of review of Marvel Studios' Moon Knight, season one right now. It's available on Disney Plus. I've just watched the second episode, and I can forgive anybody for not watching the first episode. Moon Knight is way down in the list of Marvel characters, but uh, I didn't know about him. Honestly, it's been decades since I've read a Marvel comic book. It's been even longer since I've read one with Moon Knight in it, and longer still since it was Moon Knight specific. Um, so, yeah, I came into this. All I knew about Moon Knight was there was supposed to be some kind of schizophrenia, multiple personality disorder thing going on. He serves an ancient Egyptian god, and that's about it. I didn't know very much about this show at all, or about this character at all. But I'm here to tell you that they are doing an incredible job of keeping the story fresh, interesting. I am intrigued as to what is going on, and for a Marvel property to do that this many years into the whole MCU is an incredible feat. Um, Oscar Isaac is straight up killing it as the main character, Mark Spector slash Stephen Grant, uh, bouncing back and forth between those personalities, the accents dropping, getting picked up almost immediately. The whole uh, the variation in between the two characters is incredible. You know, Stephen Grant's this Nebish guy who works in a gift shop at the British Museum. The accent is on, well, I don't want to say on point. I don't want to speak for those from the UK, but it sounds good to me. I'm hearing a lot of slang that I know that has been used. I don't get me started on if it's out of date or not, but it's being used to great effect. And then you switch to Mark Spector, who's supposed to be this hardcore killer mercenary type guy. You know, he's cold, he's calculating, he's just like, no, very matter of fact, getting into the point. But the dichotomy of those two characters bouncing back and forth is quite good and worth the price of admission just to see that happening. Anyway, Oscar Isaac is an amazing actor, and he is absolutely slaying this role. In addition to him is, and again, I don't know any of Moon Knight's villains. I don't know if this is a storyline that has been done. I don't know what's going on here. But Ethan Hawke coming in, oh my goodness, we see him from episode one, the first few minutes. He's putting on shoes full of glass and just confidently walks off. No explanation as to why he's doing that. No reasons why. It's just like, yeah, I self-flagellate, and you're gonna have to deal with that. Um, yeah, he's awesome. He's another guy. He's like this cult leader. He's charismatic. He's confident in what he's doing. Everybody around him seems to know what the deal is. And honestly, he's not going around doing horrible things. I mean, people are dying to be sure, but it's not like he's well, they just die. I don't know the mechanism behind it, but people are dying around him, and for he's not like partial. He's not trying to pick favorites. He's leaving it up to Amit, the god he or goddess he serves, to judge them, and then people just drop dead around him if they have been judged and found wanting. Um, this whole thing, and again, this whole series kind of plays into me because as a fan of ancient religions and mythologies, I'm here for whatever they want to. Honestly, this as soon as I saw episode one, I fired up Pharaoh and Cleopatra just to go back and build in that game, that city builder. Um, but now after watching episode two, I need the next few episodes quick, fast, and in a hurry because I am truly a fan of it. Honestly, the thing that sold me is here. This suit that he wear that Stephen Grant in charge of the body at the moment when it gets summoned. Because if you spoke to anybody walking around today, said, "Hey, I need you to get dressed in a suit," you'd kind of show up like that. You know, double, single breasted, vest, tie, suit. All of that. That's what he shows up as. And I'm sorry, but Mr. Knight of Khonshu Enterprises LLC is one of the better outfits I've ever seen for a superhero. Period, and it's cool. You got like Deadpool kind of head mask piece, but then the rest of it is just a bright white, Savile Row freaking kind of suit, Brooks Brothers kind of deal, and it looks awesome. Um, but what this show has also done, it says, okay, we're going to take the cinematography and every shot's going to be awesome because you get that suit and you get the transformation, you get the hero landing, all the accoutrement of superhero stuff. But then you also get to transition into the full on avatar of Khonshu suit with the hood and the cape and all the rest of that as well. So they're able to go from random guy on the street, business suit guy looking superhero into full on superhero transformation. Love that. Love the scenes. I mean, he's fighting a creature, but nobody else can really see it. So all of that stunt work is was impeccable to me because I mean, you got furniture moving, you got cars getting tossed around, you got stuff getting thrown left, right, and center. It is amazing to me, and if you haven't been watching it, please start watching it now because this is just going to be. My biggest question now is since I know very little about the characters, how bold are they going to be with this show flat out? Because they're dealing with some heavy issues here. You got, like I said, you got multiple personality disorder going on. There's obviously superheroes, you got good and evil conflict going on. But even the bad guy doesn't seem like that bad of a guy. So there's that whole, well, do you really want to stop me? Or you really shouldn't be fighting me? You should be really helping me kind of deal going. Uh, the design of Khonshu himself is just some weird ibis mummy with a moon staff thing. And he just pops up in random places. He's on the roof. He's on the down the hallway. He's in the shadows. He's in the mirror. He's everywhere that the main guy can see, but nobody else can see him. So you've got that, and of course, since nobody can see anything, everybody's going to think whether they're in on the cult or not that Steven is crazy, and I know that gives it the ability to just say, you know what, we're just going to come up and do with whatever we need to do because nobody would believe this guy if he sat here and told you the story anyway. So you might as well just go big and tell as bold of a story as you want to. Now, honestly, I'm not expecting them to get into some like their other TV shows. I don't need it to be the focus of the season. I don't need it to be something. But even in the end credits, they say if they've got hotline numbers and websites and stuff for those having mental health issues. And I'm not trying to make light of it, and I don't think they are either in this show. It's just this is the character dealing with this situation and the response of society to somebody like that. It's like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're on about. Again, episode 1, they go into that a bit more. Episode 2, they start with that, but they kind of leave it away. So I'm fine with that. Again, they're not trying to make fun of it. They're not trying to make light of the situation. It just happens to be who Moon Knight is in the form of Mark Spector. His body and his issues, and perhaps Khonshu chose the wrong avatar. Whatever. I'm loving it because it's just awesome to see. I won't go into deep spoilers over it, but yes, this is definitely a recommendation. Go ahead and start watching Moon Knight, season 1. It's up to 2 episodes now. They're releasing it once a week as opposed to 3 or 4 episodes at the beginning, or at least I couldn't find it. But yeah, I'm ready for episode 3 already. I'm ready for the whole rest of the season. If they want to go ahead and drop that right before Easter, give me something to do in terms of reviews and things. But yes, I'm a big fan of this Moon Knight series. I certainly am now looking forward to even more of the Marvel television universe, the MTU, I guess. They had me from Daredevil season 1 back on Netflix. I watched all of those shows. The Punisher, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones. I even put up with Iron Fist. Yeah, that's the name of it. Again, these are the smaller characters, the smaller scale incidents. Well, this one seems to be ramping up to something more than just like street level. But if your scale is galactic situations require the Avengers, this is above street level, but maybe continent wide, maybe some of the world wide. Uh, and again, the fact that it plays with Egyptian mythology and all of that is awesome to me as well. It's an ancient language. We can kind of read it. We may be interpreting it wrong. All of that drama can come into it as well. I am a big fan. If you're not watching it, please go ahead and start watching it. Again, it's available on Disney Plus. There are only 2 episodes in. I know I normally give a show 3 before I try and commit to something like that, but from what I've seen in episodes 1 and 2, this show is going to be pretty good, and I can do nothing more than recommend highly that you go ahead and start watching it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I could gush on this all day because I just finished watching it. I'm super hyped and I'm ready for more. I'm perhaps going to go back and watch episode 1 and 2 right back to back just to see what's going on, see if I notice anything else that looks predictive and look for patterns, but I'm not gonna spend more of your time doing it. Again, this has been Mr. Topio recommending that you start watching Marvel Studios Moon Knight. Season 1 is out right now. Episodes 1 and 2 are released. Uh, yeah, it's a good thing. I'm looking forward to this quite strongly. There we go. That's the word I'll go ahead and use. Mr. Topio, end of sketch.